Welcome to Who Dinks Wins from the Special Pickleball Service.
With me, Philip, the coach of Christmas presents.
With me, hello, good afternoon and welcome. My name is Montgomery, the coach of Christmas future, apparently.
Oh, nice. Which makes me Beresford, the coach of Christmas past.
And Scrooge.
Scrooge. Lost but not forgotten, or gone but not forgotten. This week we're back in our spiritual home of KCAT TV for this, our last show of 2025 and last in the season, returning again mid-January 2026. Today we're joined by our friends in the studio audience for a holiday special. That's Christmas to you and me. Welcome, audience, and
There it is.
there we are.
Wow.
And happy birthday, Scott.
Aww.
I'm famous now.
Baby Jesus Scott.
Yeah. Phil's baby Jesus.
Oh yes, because he's literally born on Christmas Day.
Thank you. Yes, it's coming up.
So you are the gift that keeps on giving then.
Actually, I was born in the front room of our farmhouse on Christmas Day at 50 minutes past midnight.
Were you swaddling?
Probably.
And were you in a manger?
I was close to a manger.
Yeah.
I was on a couch.
And
Yeah.
did someone bring you frankincense and myrrh?
The midwife did.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
And what is myrrh again? Murmurs.
It's a spice.
It's a
The spice.
something you eat,
Is
isn't
it? Spice. Okay.
We think it's something spice.
There you go, our
Wait,
audience
the audience have
participating
something.
already.
Yes.
Is it horrible good having your birthday on Christmas Day? Because I mean, is it a way to get shortchanged for presents? That's what I want to know.
It is a frequent question I get, actually. So yes, I've found it as being fantastic because it's always, my folks have always been off work that day, family always around. We celebrate my birthday at the beginning of Christmas Day morning, so I get lots of gifts.
Do you get
then.
two presents? You get
Yes.
Do you? Okay.
Yes.
Most people get them merged into one, so that's quite good.
I know, because people seem to understand. When I was like 4 or 5, I'd sort of lay down the law, and I don't want this double combined present thing.
When you were 4, you laid down the law.
I
That
wanna-
says a lot.
Yeah, no, not really. But the problem is that I never had birthday parties. So
Right.
I had my
Oh,
first
right.
birthday party at 40. And
What?
yeah, I know, my first ever birthday party when I was 40 years old.
30
and
years
I-
ago, blimey. Have you
Thank
not
you.
had kids?
Good one. No, I have had one since. You were there.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
You
I
were
was.
both at my birthday party.
We were heckling you, if you
Yeah,
remember.
we
Yeah,
were.
it was
We were
lovely.
heckling you well.
So thank you. So yes, birthday's coming up, and we won't talk about the number.
Oh, good grief. Well, I'm surprised you're not bitter and twisted having been robbed of another day during the year.
I do
but-
love it, and I do actually love it. Yeah, it's always been a very special thing.
What about you, Scott? Do you get presents merged into one?
Well, not exactly. My birthday is I have a 4-person family, me and my 2 sons. Turns out that mine is the 3rd within 4 days. So I just don't want to hear about it because there's my son, and then there's me, and then there's my wife, and then
I see. You're all
finally
born
you get
around
to
the
me.
same time.
Yeah, and so
9 months back, we're talking March. Your parents were.
yeah, we can talk
fornicating.
about that.
Oh, their parents were. No, mine's sadder. All my brothers are born in November like me, so that means my parents were at it on Valentine's Day, which is really sad.
Classic.
There's an
9
image,
months
everybody.
back.
It's-
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah. Happy Christmas, everybody. There's another gift and happy birthday. And
What a
also-
year! What a year, right? What a year we've had.
I know.
The beginning of the pod.
I know. It feels like a long time ago now.
It does, doesn't it?
So
Well,
it was probably June we started it, wasn't it?
No, God, no. It was sort of. I would think it was about March, wasn't it?
No, I think.
Do you remember the original idea? You know what happened to bring it all together?
Well, I remember the Who Dinks Wins was very much Barry's
Brainchild.
brainchild. Yeah, you came up with the
Do you
phrase.
think anybody from our audience knows where Who Dinks Wins comes from?
Does everyone know?
Yeah,
Who
do you know
Dinks
what?
Wins?
No,
Yes,
you should maybe tell the.
Yeah, if you can look at our emblem up there. So the Special Pickleball Service is a bit of a piss take on the Special Air Service, which is the elite forces in the British Army.
Like the
And
Navy
they're-
SEAls.
And like the Navy, basically, it's the British Navy SEAls, and
But a lot better.
but a lot better, obviously. And their motto is "Who dares wins," which we've
See?
Yeah.
And that was invented by Winston Churchill during the Second World War. It's
It
the
was.
first ever
Special Forces
group.
Yeah.
That was
and
created.
we turned it to Who Dinks Wins, and rather clumsily we haven't registered yet as a trademark, which I'll now do this afternoon because I'm worried that someone's going to steal it, because it's actually quite a cool idea. But anyway, the idea was that we would get together as a threesome, shall we say, and go and teach people how to play pickleball.
That
and
was
do it
the
our way.
plan,
That
wasn't
was
it,
our
originally?
plan. And then we
Well,
started
there was
talking
more than
Then
that.
we
Was it?
realised we weren't good enough.
We were gonna be like a guerrilla outfit. We were
That's
gonna
it.
not. That's GUERILLA.
Yeah.
Rather, we're not gorilla.
Yeah.
And sort of like adopt a car park, set up a pickleball court, and
Yeah.
invite people onto it
Yes.
because there's such a lack of pickleball courts around this area.
Yeah, and then
That
we
was our plan.
realised how badly you can get sued if someone twists their ankle
That's
or
the
something.
problem.
So
Insurance and stuff.
it's the insurance started to worry us, and then we started talking about it. The more we talked about it, we recorded it, and then it became a show that is listened to as far away as New Zealand,
Greenland, yeah, soon to become the 51st state of America.
That's
so
true.
that's probably we think they're listening in Greenland just to get used to pickleball so they can fit in.
Yeah,
Learn the language.
Yeah, exactly. That I think I said before. The head of the armed forces in Norway that looks after Greenland said, if America wants to invade Greenland, we'd be very happy to rescue them. I thought it was very good.
so yeah, we've grown up in that time. We've got a growing following, which I think is just weird.
It is weird, yeah.
Sort of weirds me out. There's people in Greece. There's obviously
There's a
back home
cohort in
Britain.
Greece.
It's cohort in
Right.
Because when we first started out, it was like just a wild idea doing a podcast. We just
Yeah.
thought, are we really that interesting?
and we're not really.
No,
are
we're
we?
not. And also, is there enough to talk about with pickleball? And I'm surprised how much we've managed to stretch it each week.
Yeah.
Because there is always something to talk about with pickleball.
There is indeed. It is an evolving game. But on that note, thank you to everybody that listens, and also thank you to our friends over here for coming to our show. And
It's amazing
and
we
you-
got so many hundreds of people
I know.
packed into this little studio.
I know. Well, we had to be very select, didn't we? There
There
you
they
go.
are.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you
Yeah.
go.
And
Hey.
So on that note, audience, if there's a question at any time, please interrupt. You'll get a complimentary Christmas cracker, which is very much a British thing. There's a novelty joke in there, and a novelty toy, and a party hat.
And that's one of the differences between UK and American Christmas, the way things are celebrated.
Well, the
isn't
first
it?
thing is the word Christmas, because it's
Yeah.
holidays over here. Which
It's
doesn't-
holidays over here because it's a secular country, presumably, or what? Well, I
don't
mean,
know.
we're
Or maybe we
we're
should
not
ask
entirely
an American, because I don't know
know.
why it's not Christmas over here. Why is it not Christmas?
It's
Merry Christmas.
Right,
Yeah,
good. Okay, I just thought that was the woke version, the Happy Holidays.
Do
I
you
just
know?
thought-
Do you know what you say in Britain instead of Merry Christmas?
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas. What the hey?
I watch a lot of
Happy
British-
Christmas.
Yeah.
What do you say about the New Year part? Because here it's Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. What do we say? Happy Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah, we do.
Wait, don't you
say
say
Happy New Year?
Don't you say oh bah humbug?
Yeah.
The bar humbug is Christmas. Yeah,
Somebody take that mic off him.
might be a birthday, but keep it down a
Well,
bit.
so one of the big cultural differences between Britain and America, right, is that in Britain you don't say anything to you don't look at anybody, you don't talk to anybody. If you pass somebody in the street, just walk past them, apart from Christmas Day. So on Christmas Day you see a random stranger and then you say Happy Christmas, and they say Happy Christmas back. It's the only time you have any conversation with them. Here in Los Gatos, people say, "Oh, good morning, good morning." You never even seen them before, or nice dog, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. That is one of the
When
huge
I
cultural
recently went back to
differences.
London, I said hello to complete strangers, and they just looked at me as well. Yeah, it's completely different culture over there. You don't say hello to complete strangers.
Wait, is there a question? Is that the ringing?
There's a ringing. Is that a ringing question?
It's on.
Yeah, what do you guys do for Boxing Day? What do you say? Anything?
Well,
you get a
Oh,
Christmas cracker
Boxing
for
Day
that.
is the day after Christmas.
yeah, I
Good
mean,
question.
it-
Let's talk
some
about
people
it.
think Boxing Day is everyone goes out and boxes each other, but no, we box presents. That's where it comes from traditionally.
Well, I thought it was that you're observing the servants in your area.
No, it is that. It is that.
Well,
so
is it?
Yeah, originally Victorian times, it was the people in the big houses would box up all leftover food and they would hand it out to servants or the poor.
Right, the
and
original
and it was, so it was a
takeaway.
charity. It was a charity thing.
So what do they do nowadays?
Oh,
What
Christmas
do we do?
shopping, isn't it? I mean, you go to
Yeah.
sales. It's basically Black Friday. Before Black Friday was
Yeah,
a
but
thing.
it didn't used to be. When we were growing up, the shops weren't open.
Oh, they were. Oh yeah. Do you
I
remember
didn't have
Next?
shops.
No, you didn't have shops.
I grew up in the country.
Well, we grew
Right.
up in the city, so
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, okay. Your shops
We
were-
do tend to have people round on Boxing Day for like sherry.
Yeah,
It's
nobody
traditional.
works on Boxing Day, right?
And we also have leftovers of the turkey and always make like a turkey curry or turkey casserole. Turkey curry is particularly good, but
Yeah.
we have turkey on Christmas Day, whereas you have maybe ham or beef because you've done your turkey on Thanksgiving, and we don't celebrate Thanksgiving obviously because you're thanking the English for coming over, and we just accept that. Yeah, exactly.
But it is for us. It's a lot. It's a much more. It seems very family that event that goes on for a few days, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of card games and charades and.
Yeah, we'd have the whole week off, and I'm amazed you guys go back to work on Boxing Day. That just seems bizarre.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that.
No, we wouldn't do that. We have
We
a good
wouldn't,
5
no,
days off.
we wouldn't do
We're far too pissed to go back to work the next day.
Yeah.
we don't get back to work till the 2nd of
Christmas.
January. No,
Yeah.
into the new year.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, 2nd
Yeah.
or 3rd of January usually. Yeah.
So we tend to break. So if you work up until the wire, so maybe Christmas Eve if you're really unlucky, but usually the 23rd, have the 24th off, and then you're back in the office on the 2nd of January. So we all have an awful lot more what we call holiday or you call vacation than you.
Yeah, we if you start work as a youngster, you tend to start on 3 weeks holiday. Soon goes up to 4. Most people, when they're experienced, will get 6 weeks a year, whereas here it's completely different.
Less.
Yeah, and we tend to play sports on Christmas morning. So a big thing in our community was a football or rugby match, usually kids versus parents. One of the parents is going to be at home cooking.
Yeah,
and then it's just carnage because there's mud everywhere. We used to play on the common just outside Gordon Ramsay's house. He used to live opposite us.
all right.
And when I say opposite, like about 150 yards opposite
Uh-huh.
me. And we just go and play him. And then
yeah,
what
because
he
it was
would
quite
do-
close to me as well, and it was always lit up on Christmas Day because
Right.
he was shooting.
because he
wasn't
shoots his
Yeah,
Christmas
whole house was-
morning family Christmas special.
Yeah.
And so you cook along with Gordon is the thing, and you cook along what you follow him with the recipe and what have you. And we're all playing football or rugby outside his front door,
Awesome.
which is always really really good fun.
Yeah, that's a really nice tradition. I know a lot of people go swimming as well, don't they, in the mornings
Yeah.
in the sea,
Yeah,
freezing
Yes.
cold.
yeah, or up in Hyde Park, up in the
Across
Serpentine.
The Serpentine. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
did you have a question there? Or? No, you did.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
good, Scott.
Birthday boy.
Yeah.
Birthday boy.
Come on, birthday boy.
Well, I have a question for Phil. So, what are you going up in the country? Because you say in the office, you don't go back to the office till January 2nd. But what about the country people? You got to milk those cows every day, don't you?
You know what happens on Boxing Day in the countryside? When I was growing up, lots of
Sheep. No.
toffs in their red jackets on top of their
Oh,
horses.
the fox hunting.
With all the dogs and that chasing
Yeah,
foxes. That's what happened all the time. So we would you'd hear the horns going out, and you'd go running out to watch them all go by. You wouldn't ever see a fox, but
Do you have fox hunting here? No. Okay, it's pretty barbaric stuff, but
it's awful, yeah.
It's been toned down.
But you would
now.
see it where I grew up. There was a lot of fox hunting and stuff. But you know what? One of the things that I really remember was one of the most wonderful parts of the year because of this is we would do carol singing. So every year, because there's a lot of little villages, we'd all meet at somebody's house to start up and then drive in like 10 cars to the houses or the farms that are all around us, and we'd all go to the front door. They didn't know we were coming. I mean, they assumed we'd be there at some point over a few weekends or whatever, but it would happen a few weekends in a row, and then we would knock on the door, and then we'd all burst into song. And
you were about 30 at the time, or?
So I remember doing this like at 5 years old, all
Yeah,
the way
yeah,
till
we
I
did
was
that as
20,
well.
22. So great. But there was this guy in our village called Ron Tidball, who was the head of he was the one that would lead the singing, but he had no skills in singing at all. It was just awful. So he'd be like, he'd get us 1, 2, 3, 4, oh come all ye faithful, that'd be happening, and like we'd all burst out laughing and trying to keep it together. But it was awesome. It was just a fantastic family event.
We used to go
and
from
neighbours.
pub to pub when we were betwixt school and university when we went back on holiday. We used to go from pub to pub carol singing, about 10 of us, and we used to get free drinks. So just like pub to pub to pub and get free drinks.
idea.
Fantastic.
I tell you what, I did have a question just come through on the hotline from our listener in Athens. It's written in Greek, but I think basically it translates as, what the fuck has any of this got to do with pickleball?
Yeah, that's true.
Which is
yeah,
kind
good
of
question. Good question.
Yeah, very, very good question.
We should move on.
So the ghost of Christmas future.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you had some wonderful insights, didn't you, about the future of the sport and...
Well, we've discussed the problems with noise pollution.
Which has just got worse, by the
We did
way.
that last week.
Yeah.
And Carmel have recently announced they banned pickleball completely. They're going to ban pickleball completely because of all
Carmel.
the complaints.
One call, yeah.
But Cindy is not here, unfortunately, sent me an article about how elitist pickleball is getting. It's going the same way as tennis. That a year ago, people played this sport for fun, and now it's getting a little bit too aggressive and competitive. What do people think about that? Anyone think it's getting more elitist?
So I'll put that question to maybe Matt if you were around, Matt, because I think you and I started in the same place. It was a bit down and dirty, La Rinconada. You know, the roots growing through the court, and you never knew who you're going to meet on the courts. And then both of us sort of migrated to a rather more exclusive club, which is thousands per year rather than like $50 a year. So, yeah, anyone want to answer that question? You know, is it becoming a bit more elitist? I don't hear a bell.
No? What do people think? Maybe. Yeah?
I've got a maybe.
I mean, there's a point where you play it for fun. Everyone wants to play it for fun. You should have a smile on your face the whole time, otherwise, do something else. But at what point do you stop getting better, or is there a point where you stop getting better, where it becomes too serious and you can't have a laugh any longer? Is it that getting to that 4 level, 3.5 level that makes you...
When you start playing this game, this sport, you're all excited about it. You're just getting into it and learning it. And then when you're in that 3 to 4 level, it's just for fun. Everyone's sort of the same. The balls are going all different directions, and you're learning how to do it, and you're excited to be there. And then you get supposedly 4+. And then I think then it starts to become, people then start taking it a lot more seriously.
Yeah, they start worrying about their duper and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but also there's less people to play at that point. There's less in that group, so you're playing with the same people a lot, which I don't think necessarily makes it necessarily more fun.
Because when we're doing drills and stuff, we're always doing dinking, third shot drops. Third shot drops is a really difficult skill to master, so should we even be bothering with that? Should we just say, we're playing this for fun, I don't need to be doing third shot drops? No, it's a real point.
Spoken like a true coach.
No, just it's a point, because when you get into the 4 level and you're dinking the whole time, and 4 of you are right up to the kitchen line, backwards and forwards like this, and slow little dinks, that can be so boring. If I'm honest.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of dinking. I don't think there's enough of it, and I like the idea of being able to move the opponents to different places to open up space, and trying not to be the first one to speed it up or hit the net, obviously. So I sort of enjoy that. I don't think we do it enough.
We don't.
But drop shots I find incredibly difficult, and I'm trying to get all my clients to practice it, but it's
find such a hard skill.
I find it really hard to do. Yeah. So I much rather smack it really hard, low over the net
or as you say,
at the other court.
Or as Barry said last week, just third shot lob.
Yes.
Is also very effective rather than the third shot drop,
I'm not a big
and a
fan
little
of
bit
that,
easier as well. I think.
Comment.
There's a comment or question.
Who's it from? We can't see.
It is Matt.
Hey,
Go on, Matt.
I did want to answer what Barry said, because he and I started in the hood, I guess, if you'd call it that here.
Yeah, it's really dangerous around there.
It's very stabby.
Yeah.
I
mean, all those roots you could trip over.
I'm not sure it's elitist. I would definitely say it's more competitive, for sure. And I've watched folks ascend, and you just don't find them anymore because they've moved on to playing tournaments, and they don't seem to want to play in your pool anymore because they've ascended, I guess is what I call it.
Ascended.
But I like when I first started out, I was so much about You got a third shot drop. You got to get up to the front. You got to dink, because that's still what I think is what is pure pickleball. What I find is happening is there's so much variety now that you don't know what kind of game you're going to get sometimes. And that's okay, but I do find it could get boring. I play with some guys that it's just bang, bang, bang. And they win, and I'm like, this is boring. So I'd rather have the variety.
You'd rather have the variety rather than
and I don't know if that's pure pickleball anymore. Maybe it's changing. If you watch the pros and you watch the pickleball TV, they're always dinking and resetting and getting up there. And to me, that still is what the game is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think I recall us talking about it. I think you said something along the lines of, by the way, nice insights, and you definitely deserve a Christmas cracker. Go on, Mark. Go and hit him up with a Christmas.
Get your cracker.
You talked about, it's like they were like ex-football players or something. You know, they got to a point maybe in their sport and then wanted to take the aggression that they had in football and bring it into another sport, and it's all just like, come on. And with absolutely zero emotional intelligence as to who they're playing. I still meet these sorts of players where, particularly sort of maybe younger middle-aged players that will then pick on a 70-year-old and they're just like walloping at her, and I look across the net and go, no.
Yeah,
no.
I know.
And it's just that there is a bit of a weirdness, and so maybe it's not elitist is probably the wrong word, but it's kind of, it's maybe what she's talking about is, you know, is the evolution of the sport sucking the fun out of it a little bit.
Yeah. And how far do you go when the fun stops?
Yeah.
I don't know, what level do you get to when it starts to get a little bit too serious?
Are any of you guys here tennis players that came from a lot of tennis to this sport? I can't see if anyone's saying they are or not. You are one per, just
is.
Matt, right? Yeah. Do you think like the tennis player people now have seen how amazing this sport is and are coming over to it in droves, but bringing their tennis hitting the ball really hard,
Yeah, of course.
Emotional intelligence.
Yes, and maybe there's a lot of maybe that part is partly why there's so many bangers and things coming at us.
Also, I think they take their frustration from the tennis court out on pickleball players, because with tennis players that are really good, their striking of the ball is beautiful. I mean, they can literally adapt to any ball sport, and pickleball's I would argue is easier than tennis, right? Certainly easier on the body and whatever.
Yeah.
And they go, right, I'm going to just go and kill a few pickleball players just to pass the time. I've seen it in my new place. So there is definitely that, and I wonder whether that sort of brings down the fun aspect of the sport.
Matt, yes.
I was just going to add to that. I do find that tennis players who are trying out pickleball initially start off playing mini tennis. Is really what you're doing. But the ones that I think enjoy it is the ones that really want to learn pickleball. Like they really want to learn what is this really all about. So.
I'm not going to give you another Christmas cracker for that one, Matt, but thank you.
But it was good.
May I add to that just briefly, and that is, you know, as you advance, not that I can say that I have, but why are they mutually exclusive? Just because you get better, why does that eliminate the possibility of having fun?
No. Just that was an open question, really.
Yeah.
Is there a point you get to, like say 4.5, where the fun stops?
It depends on your emotional IQ. I would say back to that.
And who you're playing with.
Yeah.
But there's less to choose from. So maybe the more fun people have stayed behind.
Yeah.
Go in your.
Who's this?
Go on. That's another
U-Haul.
question. U-Haul.
So I would think that the bell curve of emotional IQ of the pickleball crowd isn't any different from tennis. It's the same percentage of people who have a need to feel better about themselves somehow. So I don't think there's a big difference between the sports.
Okay, yeah, definitely deserve a cracker for that one. And what the bell curve, ex-marketing man, I can see over there.
It's a beautiful thing.
Very intelligent.
Ujal in action.
Yeah. I think what we're trying to say is that pickleball, what attracted people to pickleball was the fact it was just relentless fun. And I certainly recall my daughter seeing me play for the first time, and she said to my wife, I go, my God, look, Dad is having fun. You can see his face. He's smiling. I've never seen him do that before. And I think that it was the pure sort of enjoyment of the sport, and the fact it was new and trying something new was really good, rewarding, getting better at it.
No alcohol involved.
Well, speak for yourself. But but maybe that's what it is. You're right. Maybe it is people that are bringing so much of their own baggage into the sport that it sort of removes the fun of it. Certainly see that. What else have you got there in your bag of tricks?
Being the ghost of Christmas future, I'm very fond of statistics and analysing sport, and I've analysed pickleball at our club over the last week or so, and I've been there in secret behind the bushes looking at people, and I have, you may not be surprised to learn that a good player has about 20% of the points scored against him as unforced errors. Right, that's a good player. Most people are between 50 and 80% of the points scored against them are unforced errors. So what does that say? It says that if we can't practice every day, that's the only way you get better at this sport, every single day, because of work or whatever, or you can't handle it physically. You have to sort of go into a different direction to concentrate on not making unforced errors. So hasn't helped me at all, but I've been trying to concentrate on not doing any more than 6 unforced errors per game. And when you get to 5 unforced errors, you're thinking, oh shit, and you really concentrate on just getting the ball back, and it's made a little bit of a difference. So it might be something you want to consider, but certainly unforced errors are a huge part of the game. And the other thing I notice is when you play the first game, you get on the court, it's almost like a dead rubber. It's almost like, oh, we're just warming up. That's the attitude. But if you score less unforced errors than the opposition, you'll win that first game, and suddenly you're a game up. Everyone writes it off the first game, and I think it's really important to concentrate on unforced errors in the first game. Just get it back until you're warmed up. I know those are the 2 things I discovered on my
the only thing I wanted to say, just to make clear to our audience, in America, a dead rubber is a burst condom.
Oh,
so,
okay, sorry about that. Yeah. In England, it's a game that doesn't matter. Sorry, yeah.
Okay, just so you know, cultural differences and all that.
Yeah, you must have been shocked when I said that. Yeah, first game's a dead rubber. Anyway, yes.
my first, have I told you this story? The first day working in Minneapolis, I was only 26 or whatever, and I went up to this guy Joel, and it was a sort of a bit of a work buddy or whatever, and I went into his office and I said, Joel, I need a rubber, and he just kept looking at me, and I said, a rubber?
Yeah.
I kind of need one now. Can I have a rubber? And he just stared at me, and oh bloody hell, and just grabbed an eraser off his desk
An
and
eraser,
walked out.
yeah.
Just one of those.
I need a rubber for the receptionist who's she's asked for a rubber. No, yeah, I can understand there being confusion, but anyway, that's my analytic marginal gains lecture for today. What do people think?
Well, you sound like the 4th wise man. I like that.
Yeah.
There we go. Thinking about the Christmas.
I do actually like that, because it's about conscious improvement, right? So what I coach, people that hit the ball too high over the net, I say, I don't care if it keeps going in the net, but keep it going into the net until it eventually goes over it, rather than going high and hoping hoping that it's going to change, because it isn't. You're just going to get smashed at. I'd rather you lose on your terms than on somebody else's. Yeah. So, I mean, it is about consciously making an unforced error, but being really cognizant of what you're doing, I think, is a great
yeah,
insight.
I think my point was, there's so far you can go physically. Yeah. Fitness, playing every day. Mm-hmm. At some point, and we've played soccer ball all our lives, you very much concentrate on the brain when it comes to football, because if you've got a winning mentality and you never say die attitude, you're going to win games. So I think maybe the mental side of pickleball hasn't been explored enough, how switched on you should be at the very, very beginning in the first game. Yeah.
Does anyone out there in our audience have any thoughts about unforced errors?
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, so we have this group called the Drillionaires. Mark is a part of it, and we have a drill in it that helps you exercise not making unforced errors. And here's how it works. It's a normal game. 5 people are on the court, 4 playing, one outside. The one who makes an error on that point comes out, and the fifth person goes in. So every point is played like that, and everyone keeps score of how many times they went out. And so, it helps you focus on not going out by making unforced errors. Play a little more safely, avoid hitting too many winning shots, especially when you're not positioned to do that. So we have this drill. I might interest others.
And you're really showing how good or bad people are, and if they are bad, they get sent off the court to watch.
I've also got a drill where
like
it's not the usual pickleball rules. So you take it in turns to serve, and you don't win a point. You can win a point in the traditional way, but you don't get a point for that. You only get a point against you when you have an unforced error.
Yeah.
So the first person to get to 6 unforced errors loses. Simple as that. That's a really good drill as well.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I like both of those.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Does
What are you
show,
trying to
does
say?
it?
I'm the worst at unforced errors. I always get too excited and smash it in the net. I know I am, but I want to work on that mentally. Okay, we've only got about 10 minutes left.
I know, so I should quickly do our... so as the ghost of Christmas past, I had a bit of a review of our playing community and thought I'd hand out some awards.
Nice.
There is the award for who's the biggest Scrooge, and that's the meanest person on court.
Mean in what way?
Mean as in they don't concede any points. They're very consistent.
Yeah, I know. I know I'd vote for. He's not here, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
It'd be Marshall.
Well, I think he's definitely in with a shout as dear Marshall. Very, very good, very consistent. I mean, I hate to do it because I hate to brown nose people in public, but I had the grand old Duke of York.
Well, he did turn up. So
He did turn up.
he
That's
is.
definitely.
Is he so consistent? I've had the displeasure of playing singles with him, and if you don't hit the lines, he's going to just turn you inside out because he's so consistent in every single choice that he makes on. So Matt York, I had you down as our biggest Scrooge because you give away so few points.
He's won a red felt reindeer.
Yes, you have.
Congratulations, Matt. Very good. Thanks for coming today as well.
And then it's the gift who keeps on giving. Who's the most fun to play with? I've got a few thoughts on that. I don't know whether you wanted to nominate anybody.
Jeez, there's so many.
I don't know. Well, fun to look at while they're playing.
Oh, hang on. Let's not go there.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, at least not while we're on.
I'm just trying to think. Who
How
did
do
you
you
have?
stay? You're on your second marriage, aren't you?
Yeah, well, for now, yeah.
The future ex Mrs. Woodruff.
I introduced my wife as the future ex Mrs. Woodruff. Yeah. So there's time. There's time to get a third one.
Yeah. Ladies form an orderly queue.
Yeah. Well, that is a good one. Who do we think?
I'm going
we're
for
excited about?
Javier. I'm going for Jav.
Oh, Jav?
Yeah, because I love the man, and he. I look at people that I miss our community of players, but I miss his. He is so much fun. He laughs all the way through it.
Yeah.
He's the only person I've ever seen play with a bottle of tequila inside him as well, and he was all over the. He spent more time on the floor than he did on his feet. He makes it. He's one of these people that everybody should know that makes every single experience fun.
Yeah, but he's only playing with better players, though, isn't it? Most of us won't get the opportunity to play against him. He's got. We call him elitist.
He's elitist.
Oh, there you
I
are.
like it.
Round circle. Yeah.
Another award.
Yeah, but that's what I would nominate. I think he's great fun.
I like playing with Paige.
Paige
she's
is
She's
fun,
my
mate.
favourite to play with.
Yeah.
She's such a laugh. She's so nice and she's so giggly. So
Yeah.
I love playing with her.
Yeah.
Playing with Ujjal.
Ujjal.
Oh no, he's awful.
Yeah.
Awful Oodle.
And he's not
Yeah.
here, so we
We
can
do
just like,
like-
oh,
Yeah.
he's here.
Cindy's another one. I really like to play with.
Yeah.
She's always super fun, and her shiitake mushrooms and all that stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
She says shiitake mushrooms all the whole time.
So people disguise their bad language, whereas you're still known as Sweary Mark in
Yes.
most places, aren't you?
Yeah.
You have
I
that
swear a
on
little
my
bit too
phone.
much.
I have you down as sweary mark.
That's good. I could give you a special
You don't need to.
thing
fine.
when I ring. I never ring, so that's fine.
Oh. Well, my resolution has to be. I tell you what, I have missed the last couple of months coaching. I have missed
Have you?
it. So, yeah, so since moving out of the hood I have found it really hard not getting out and coaching people, and I really do miss that. So that's, without a shadow of a doubt, will be the thing that I have to do by the time we meet again.
Yeah.
If I haven't got a job, kick me up the arse, because I definitely need to be.
And I'm
coached.
sure you-
I've recorded that, so that's good.
Yeah,
And my resolution is to make this pod bigger. Let's go to the next level.
yeah. Let's get to 4 people rather than 3. So on that particular bombshell, I think it should be goodbye to 2025 from the special Pickleball service and our Who Dinks Wins show. It's been wonderful. Thank you, Melissa and the team at KCAT, for having us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we will be back in the new year. So it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me, Montgomery.
And it's goodbye from our studio audience. And goodbye from us.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Woo!